Hello again everyone, I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim. Okay, I started a little bit later today folks. Some technicals. I've been working on the exterior frames per second patch, and it's been integrated into the all-in-one, so now it supports, so all the patchwork supports Lux as well as TPOSC, Lux Fire, stuff like that, okay? So this really is, again, is a further test of the TPOSC mod pack, the ENB preset of setting suns. Now I've got my ins a lot more well lit than I would normally, so you can see it in stream, and that goes for the cave systems as well. Oh yeah, I've got to explain that. Hello White Wolf. That's a little joke. I forgot about the title. I was gonna have a laugh with that when some certain people came on that sort of follow my streams. Somebody actually asked me that question, or sorry, made the statement to that effect that was I the King of Skyrim? I'll go into that later. I'm just going to talk through some technical stuff, and I'll talk about that later. So that's sort of a joke title, really. I'm not going to be the King of Skyrim, no, but. Yeah, I forgot I did that tile. Okay, I'm just whacking on the frames per second, folks, because I want to see what we're getting here, of course, because that's another part of this testing system for this mod pack. Now, you know, I am going to see a slight fluctuation. I reckon we're going to see fluctuations between 50 and 60 frames, bearing in mind my graphics card is running the stream as well, okay? So I'm going to lose some frames compared to local testing, so I accept that. As long as it's not massive and it doesn't hold, it's not an issue. So yeah, so oh frick for High King. I don't know about that White Wolf. I don't know if you're still there, but you know, I mean, he is a Thalmor puppet, really, isn't he? So I just want to check the frames per second as I hit the top of the ridge here. I'm going to spin round, folks, because I've edited for exterior frames per second mod, the mod that increases the frames per second, and I just want to make sure. No, that's good. Okay. Because one of my testers was saying that they got some drop coming into Falkreath, so I'm going to test that in a sec. Or coming back down into Falkreath from the hill, and that was about 3 or 4 streams ago. And this exterior frames per second patch has been a bit of a pain in the ass, because I did a single patch for it. Then I found out that someone else had also done a patch for it. So I tried that one, and that patch didn't work out so well. So I went back to my own patch, but actually what I did was I started again, and what I did was I incorporated the exterior frames per second patch into my all-in-one. Now, the High King of Skyrim is a bit of a laugh, really, because I was talking to someone yesterday, someone that just started using my mod, and they called me the King of Skyrim. And I sort of laughed, and then they said, you know, you're the King of Skyrim, and I sort of laughed and said, well, no, I'm not really, but you know, they're taking the Mickey, really. I think they're pulling my leg, because I'm always because of TPOSC and the project and everything else. Okay, what's just gone on there? I haven't crashed for. I just hit my tab button, I think, and another button. So I'm still in game, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. But anyway. Let's just look across here and see what we get. So we are getting a drop here, but I'm going to come back down in a sec. So yeah, that I just thought I'd be silly, really, and stick that in the title and have a laugh should that person show up in stream today. So that's why I did that. Now where am I going? That's thrown me. I forgot about the title on that screen. What I'm actually looking for, and I can't seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh, I've ran past it, that's why. Okay, so yeah, it's been a bit of a busy day, really. So one way or another. So if you're watching this later, I'm just thinking about what I need to tell you about. There's lots going on. We've had the exterior frames per second patch, which is being incorporated now to the all-in-one patch, and the all-in-one patch will be updated with the ENB preset when that comes out, all right? And I take it you can hear me okay, right, in terms of everything, and see me. So that's good. Yeah. Yeah, but going back to the High King again and White Wolf's comment there. Oh, for High King, I don't think so. I mean, like I say, he's a puppet of the family. Oh, have I done that? I just want to check if I've done that. Sorry, folks. I haven't. No, that's why I'm doing it. Yeah. Bear with me. Sixes and sevens. It's been a real busy, full-on few days again. In terms of the workload and working on the C&B and, you know, working on the different patches, having a muck around with the exterior frames per second patch. But I'll keep saying it. We are getting there, folks. So yeah. But I mean, I suppose really, you know, I mean, if there was going to be any High King in Skyrim, I guess I'd probably make a good High King. You know, I'd try to be fair with most of the subjects. Now, just got to keep an eye on these frames. I'm just checking these frames per second as we go down towards Folkreath and making sure that the patch for exterior frames per second is performing well. And there's nothing major that I've missed. But yeah, the title really is just a humorous title there, folks. Just a conversation out there. No, that's what I'm watching for. As we turn, because you're going to lose some frames, of course, as you look into the distance because of the LODs loading, or you know, or the LODs and the distance in the foreground and everything else. So, but so far they seem to be holding okay. I think I've pretty much got it. Maybe a bit more tinkering. And again, I'm keeping in mind, of course, because when I played this locally, I dropped 2 or 3 frames coming into Folkreath. I'm going to lose a few more with the stream. Of course, because the graphics card, the resources of the graphics card is being pulled upon. Anyway, so if you don't know who or what TPOSC is, that's the People of Skyrim Complete. And this mod pack will be out soon for people that really have had either no success with TPOSC or modding for it through lack of experience or whatever, or because they wanted to use mods that I never used to patch for. Some of them I've patched for now and I've added to this mod pack. For example, we've got JK Skyrim and lots of other mods as well. So, or JK's interiors at least. You can't run any exteriors because TPOSC edits all towns, cities and villages, as well as the wilds as well. Okay, so that's good. So now I want to go on through to the Guardian Stones. I'm going to pick up and visit the Keeper at the Guardian Stones. I want to pick up my bow, head down to Riverwood because I want to do some testing there for this patch that I'm just been working on. Test the frames around there. We're going to hit to Whiterun. And again, I'm going to advance the quest again. If you've noticed, if you joined me yesterday, you'll notice I've restarted. Again, that's because of all the patchwork. That's, again, is taken out of my control because Lux has updated recently and I've had to make some allowances for his work and the patches that have been updated. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just thinking about, I just want to check, do I, don't I? No, I don't. Let's move on. I can do that later. We'll do that later. Just think about what I want to do first, folks. Make sure I'm going in the right direction. Yeah. Got any questions, feel free to ask, right? If you're aware of TPOSC or not. I'll just have some fun with these bandits, I suppose. Christ. Die! She's pretty strong, look. there's some hits of frames there. Dear me, I think I added some bandits here actually. I got a funny feeling I did. Because it's a little bit harder than usual. Woo! And, oh sorry, just put me HUD on, sorry folks, so you can see what's going on. Of course I'm cheating, okay, in terms of my health and stuff. You know, I'm testing this mod pack in my mods and all the patches and everything for TPOSC. So, you know, I don't want to be fighting forever. I just want to get on with it, really. It's one of the reasons I'm going to pick up my cheat bow. Cool. They are hitting hard. Again, cheat with some magic. Sorry, potions, stuff like that. Where are they? Oh, they're behind me. I think. Oh, there they are. No, there they are. Okay. And again, I was around this area locally before I came in stream this morning because I patched some of the nav mesh around here. And I actually checked out to see if exterior frames per second had placed any plane markers around here. So I did some editing around here. And again, you know, I'll say it again, the frames around here held around 58, so I'm not going to worry about what I'm seeing. Hiya, whoever you are. Sorry, is that Chinese? Japanese? I don't speak it, so you have to forgive me. Thanks for the thumbs up. So, what I'll do is I am going to be heading towards Hogan in a minute, folks, because and then towards Riverwood. So like I say, there's other areas of because there's other areas I want to test of this patchwork that I've been working on. Now I reckon I've got one more somewhere. Where is he now? He or she? Oh, there we go. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. I reckon the mod pack, right, will be out in about, I reckon a month's time, just under a month's time. Virtually all the patchwork is done. What it's really all about now, folks, okay, and this EMB preset, Setting Suns, which is my own preset. Alright, so, let's get over this mountain if I can. What am I saying? So yeah, I reckon about a month's time it will all be out. That'll be the mod pack and the EMB preset. I wonder if you... Oh, sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. I was just wondering how... Oh, now that is a crash. Now that's interesting. Now, is that... Okay. Okay, we'll go back in game and I'll check that out later. I did feel there was quite a big pull on the frames per second there. It could just be the system struggling. What I am going to do is I'm just going to check. Good Christ, my CPU is at 81%. What's going on? Let's get rid of that. Oh, the antivirus is running for some reason. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on, folks. Sorry about that, folks. I'll be with you in a sec. I'm just going to turn off any program that I don't need. The CPU was right up at 83% and the graphics card was running around 56%, which you shouldn't be doing all that. So there was something going on there. For God's sake. Okay, let's go back to the main screen. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. What a pain in the ass. Okay, let's go back in. So, thank you very much for that. So, hopefully, we won't have that happen again. So, what I've done is, because recently as well, oh, I won't bore you with that. I might talk about that in a minute. Let's just go back in game and carry on and get down to Riverwood. Okay. So, what I'm going to do... I mean, bear in mind, folks, I am patching as well. At the moment, I'm in the middle of a patch for exterior frames per second. And that's the primary mod. But there might be a couple of... Yeah. Cheers, mate. Thanks. There might be... I'm just going to cheat because I'm not doing all that again. I'm actually currently patching for exterior frames per second, so we might see stuff like that. You know, that might have been a direct conflict with either with something with Luxfire that I've missed, or with exterior frames. What's normal? Sorry, mate. In terms of CDTs and crashes with Skyrim, I don't generally get them. If you look at all the streams in the last 40 odd streams of the TPOSC mod pack that I've been working on, we've had two, and that was because of the conflict with TPOSC and Luxfire on the Markarth Road, and that was edited about a month ago. We've had nothing since. And the other one again was basically because of performance issues in terms of about what was it? But it was about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and there was something going on with the PC in terms of, and it was a one-off. I just think it was a one-off. You can generally tell. Well, what I'm saying is, when it's an actual conflict with a mod or a crash, a genuine crash between the game, I generally know it. When it's a systems crash, I know it, and I'll tell you why. Because more often than not, it will repeat. If it's a conflict between two mods, it will repeat either relatively randomly or every time you go there. You go to a certain spot, open a door, press a save, whatever. Load a save, whatever. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that at the moment, but I will check that area because obviously they could have a plane marker there from exterior frames per second. And don't forget, around that area as well, I'm running. Also, part of this mod pack is I've got false Skyrim Worm's Tooth loaded in, and if I remember, Worm's Tooth has one of its first scenes exactly where that area is, or just coming across the back end of that area. Where you meet up with the NPCs to then go to the Solitude docks. So, I might need to be updating the all-in-one for Worm's Tooth. So it could be more than one thing going on there. Or it could just be, like I say, something running in the background. I mean, there was something definitely going on. I mean, because my CPU was at 80-odd%. And it runs like at 20% with Skyrim, and my graphics card generally runs around 35, 40. They call me Dom. Hello, Tom. All right. But again, I mean, before this mod pack goes out, it will be fully tested. All the quests will be tested. Worm's Tooth, Forgotten City, False Scar. What else have I got loaded up? I've got other quests loaded up as well, folks. So it'll all be tested. And then the EMB preset will come out as well. Now I've been working on the inns as well. That's another thing I've been working on. Because TPOSC edits all the inns, all the farmhouse inns, except for Old Herodin and Nightgate Inn. So I'm just going to go into the Sleeping Giant Inn in a sec, but I'm just going to check JK's Riverwood Trader, because I've just edited and did some patchwork for that. Lux updated recently, and I had some flickering issues, and with the latest file update, and I just want to check and make sure that's been amended. So bear with me a sec. Okay, looks like it has. That's good. Let's just turn. There's some bad flickering on top of the desk here, but or the bar. So that's sorted by the looks of it. And again, I'll just get to the Riverwood Inn, and I'll talk a little bit about the preset if you're interested, folks. And the EMB preset I've been working on is to accompany, excuse me, Luxfire and Lux Orbits, because I'm running all those, and I've been editing and patching for those over the last few months of these streams. Outside as well. So this is a TPOSC in edit, and I've got Lux running, of course. You can amend the brightness, okay, by going into the. I'm sure any of you that use EMB will know this anyway, but the most recent EMBs, you can easily darken the inns, all right, if that's more your thing, okay. I'm going to go back to, you know, having a light preset, because what I want obviously is to people to be able to see what I'm doing. But I would normally have, again, a darker preset. I prefer that myself. Okay, so I'm just looking for any flickering stuff like that, you know, the usual sort of stuff. Need to update these farm doors. They're just basic vanilla. They look shit. And I reduced some of the particle effects so the beams weren't as strong. I don't like them as you know, in the farmhouses, I don't sort of want them too strong for my particular taste. But you know, if you're using an ENB preset and you know how, you can increase the values or whatever and muck around with your preset to suit your own tastes. Okay, we're going to move on now. Now what I want to do is test this bridge. Oh, RS Children has a patch for TPOSC. I don't particularly like any of the kids mods, to be honest, but I'm making this mod pack with other people's requests in mind. So I've got RS Children and the patch as well for that. Now I want to see the frames here because it was quite heavy. I expect this though, again, just because of the nature of the amount of light and sources that I've got running through Riverwood. But as long as it isn't holding, what I really don't want to see is the frames per second holding around 45 or something like that. If it fluctuates, I get that. That's fair enough. Because fluctuations you're going to see. Because, you know, when I'm looking down, you know, I'm not engaging in the LODs or the distance. So you're going to get some fluctuations when you're looking across the horizon. Okay, so I want to advance the quest again, unfortunately, again. But, you know, throughout this whole testing series, what I've been doing is... let me just... oh, let's just cheat a minute, folks. I'm just going to cheat, all right? It's another cheat I deploy. Just so I've got plenty of gold and plenty of ability to run around at speed. Again, like I said, I'm not playing this game for my own personal pleasure. I'm playing it to test these mods and everything else. So, and I don't want to be fighting forever. You know, I want to take out my enemies and move on. So, let's carry on. Oh, again, as well, what we must do as well, another thing I'm testing out as well, which I must bring up. Let's get this going. I haven't used this stormlight in a long time. It's been years. I forgot all about it. So I've just added this to the mod pack as well. Okay, so we'll have that going. So yeah, really what I'm looking for, like I say, is like I say, a huge change in frames per second, or any crashes or any anomalies, you know. And again, if we get them, they get edited, the area gets sorted, and off we go and test again. And once all this is done, like I say, this mod pack will be out. But what you're going to have, the whole point of doing all this, right, is because I had a lot of people over the years come at me with TPOSC because it is a big mod. It's a huge world edit mod, okay? And you can use a lot of mods with it, a hell of a lot of mods, and there's a hell of a lot of mods you can't use with it. Oh, I was trying to be clever there. Some mods I've patched for over the years, but with TPOSC it was really was a no compromise mod. I made TPOS2 and TPOSAE as compromise mods, and you can mod every town, city and village with those versions of the People of Skyrim. But the People of Skyrim Complete really was a no compromise mod. But it's only when mod packs come out I thought, oh well, I can help people now, all right? Rather than, you know, what I can do is create a mod pack, I'll create my own ENB preset, I'll do everything, they can have everything all in one. You know, this is really going to be the first mod pack, but I will do more down the line. So yeah, and once this is out, you know, people can, because again I had a lot of people ask if I'd do it as well, so I sort of, these are extra bandits that I've added, the path between the tower and Bleak Falls Barrow, as well as obviously the 3 bandits that you have up here. Okay, cheers, thanks mate. It is pretty, isn't it? I've been working on this ENB preset for some time now. Oh, good shot. My archery is improving. So yeah, I'll actually I think I've still got a bandit around. I think I have. Let's just deal with this guy. Oh, No, just die. Thank you. Okay, right. What I like as well, I don't have to worry about no snow under the roof and certain other mods, because that means a lot more patches as well, because I've managed to create, with this EMB preset, in certain particles effects that I'm using, this like frosted look. Okay, it doesn't allow for the boulders and stuff like that, but what I'm also running, I love that background, but what I'm also running is I've got some a blank NIF mesh, which I've renamed for certain key items at Skyrim that's really shitty. So they've just been, so there's just an invisible mesh so they don't load up. For example, the snowdrifts and stuff like that, and you'll see what I mean when if you know Skyrim well, when we go into Bleak Falls Barrow here, you're not going to see that ugly flat snow that you see on the floor. So this mod pack, and when this mod pack comes out, folks, by the way, as well, I'll do a technical video. I'll do a technical video for the EMB, and I'm going to do a technical video for all the mods I'm using, so on and so on. Yeah, well, I won't be waffling because I'll do it offline, so it'll be precise. So I don't, and I'll do that so I don't confuse people and go on and waffle. Because when I'm in stream, I'm checking and testing a lot, and I'm trying to remember a lot that I'm trying to want to share for people, with people, questions they've had and other stuff, let people know what I'm doing. So this is really all off the hip, these sorts of streams, and I just go with it. But what I'll do is, like I said, when this mod pack comes out, there will be a technical video on the EMB preset and all the textures I'm using and everything else. How did I miss him? I hit something, but it wasn't him. Again, it's very bright, all right, and I will leave it like this so you can see in stream. But like I say, you have the ability to adjust those values in the EMB preset and have it really dark if you want it. So normally around here you'd see that flat snow, yeah, drift snow. But like I say, I've got a NIF file, and actually, if you go to my my Nexus webpage, or it will be on Xbox as well for Xbox users. All the files, all the patches, are there to be found. This current file for the all-in-one patch that I'm running at the moment, that I'm still working on, patches for JKs, for Luxfire, Orbis, many mods. The Tamriel's Wear mod that's in, I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's in Dawnstar. It patches for that, and Worms 2, Foscar, and so on and so forth. So you can do a lot. What I'm saying is you'll have a lot of mods loaded into this preset by at the end of the day, and you'll be able to do a fair bit. And then down the line, what I'll do is I'll do another another series of mod packs that are totally different again, that will focus on monster mods and other stuff like that, spawn mods for other types of players that want that sort of thing, or that they can add to this mod and this current, because this first mod pack really is going to be about the aesthetics of the game. It's about stealth, magic. There's a magic mod loaded into it, EMB presets, stuff like that. So I've got 4 and 8K textures I'm running. So I'm running a hell of a lot here. But again, and I'm running and again, all the specs for the PC that I'm running it on, you'll get as well. And all you'll have to do, right, is downsize or reduce, some of the textures or mods you use if you want to use this mod pack. If you've got a lower end PC, okay. If you haven't got a high end PC, or a PC like that, say you've got a 360 NVIDIA graphics card, all right. If you haven't got 32 gigabytes of RAM, and you're not running an SSD drive or a slower drive, if you're, then all you've got to do really is use 1 or 2K textures. If you're using an older graphics card, just maybe reduce some of the other mods, and you can still use all these patches. You wouldn't, but I would suggest that running some of all the lighting mods and all the particles would be the main issue. Okay, and as long as you resize your textures, you'll be fine. It really is a relatively simple. Well, I say relatively simple. It's a relatively simple mod pack that will be coming out. So, to begin with. But it's all about aesthetics, magic, and the way the game looks, and having a flawless experience, alright? That's another thing as well, alright? It's about having a flawless experience in terms of not having CDTs. It's all about performance as well, in terms of stability and performance. So that's what it's all about as well. Again, it's very bright in these dungeons for me. But there you go. Right, I'm going to go back to this dragon boat. Oh, damn.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
And we'll look at some of the scenery as well, folks, in a bit, right? Because this E&B presets is really pretty. You can see some of the screenshots on my Discord or on the Nexus if you look under my profile. This is a fast travel for TPOSC. I'm sure most of you know that use it. It just saves you having to go straight through or right through Bleak Falls Barrow. You can just shoot straight through to the door, the puzzle door. Let's just bring up my display. Oh, it is up. It should be up. Okay. Oh, what's going on? All right. God, I can't remember what this is now. What have I done wrong here? Okay, let's just check the rather than I can never quite remember. It's been a while. Oh yeah, it's bear. All right, butterfly. Okay, I missed that one. Okay. Oh, that's too bright for me. Well, I live with it because, like I say, you can see the cave system and the textures and everything. But again, you can. I'm running this at the highest lighting setting in my E&B preset, folks, so people can see it. People complain some of my streams are too dark, so. Oof. Vanilla Tro, not the prettiest of things. I'm actually running Fluffy Works, so I've got very nice looking Fluffy Tro.
Did I see you talking to Sven?
Okay, we're going to head on down to Whiterun, because again, as I said, I want to check out some. I've actually added some plane markers as well from exterior frames per second mod, the performance mod. Okay, so I want to see how they're performing or if I've got any problems. I added a couple along this bridge here as well, and I altered some in Riverwood because there were some issues around with Riverwood with TPOSC. The performance mod was clashing with TPOSC in Riverwood and in Falkreath, but I think they're pretty much sorted now. A bit more testing to do before, I'll say that for sure, but so let's carry on testing this patch, and we're going to head down towards Whiterun and see if we get any major issues. I mean, generally what you'll see as well, like for example at Iverstead, if you go to Iverstead without the patch and you're using TPOSC and exterior frames, you'll see Riverside goods pop in and out because of the plane markers that are placed across the bridge. Okay, but once the patch is uploaded, then that issue will be gone. What time of day is it? Okay, here we go. And I've placed some plane markers running down the side of the mountainside here as well. Not the actual mountainside because exterior frames does that, but underneath or below these rocks here. So I want to see how it performs. I had little frames drop. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Again, you know, when I'm done, mate. I'm sorry. I wish I could say your name, but I don't know the language that you're writing in, so forgive me. So I don't know if you're a man or a woman. So, but so forgive me. Yeah, you know, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a nice, pretty EMB preset. You know, that just fits in nicely, seamlessly with the foreground and the horizon, the background. I've been working on it for a couple of months now, along with the other patches for the TPOSC mod pack. So I'm just going to save just in case, because what I'm about to do now is never wise, especially because it's going to really test my graphics card even more. We'll watch this, see what the frames do. It'll be interesting. I'm running Dyndu Alpha 3, okay? So I've got a good set of LODs, okay? And this is the Setting Suns preset that I've created for TPOSC and for the mod pack, which will be out all at the same time. And I've gone for that, you know, like I say, very, I guess, classic fantasy look, stroke. It's a light and dark sort of fantasy preset, I guess. You know, semi sort of realistic, I guess, in terms of the real world. I really wanted that for the mountains, at least. You know, that realistic sort of fog-based, you know, cold environment that you get of Nordic mountains and stuff like that. So that's what I've been working on with the sky as well. Low light, relatively low light, you know, nothing too strong. So that's good to see the NPCs all pathing correctly, because this is a very large area, folks, okay? Even more so when I'm streaming. You know, I'm asking, you know, again, Skyrim is a limited engine. You know, it's an old engine now, and it's an old game is what I'm saying. I want to run down through the refugee settlement camp that TPOSC places here, okay? And then I want to turn around and look at the frames per second as I turn around, okay? All right? Because this is another area. If it works in stream, it's, you know, it's a okay. There's that fluctuation I'm looking at and I'm expecting, and it's a little bit more than when I'm playing locally. So that's all I wanted to check, really. And I need to check to see if there's a plane marker around here from the exterior frames mod that might, you know, be causing. Oh, that's it. I remember someone said. Sorry, I just need to check. Just past the house here, I've got an Argonian. Oh, look at that! Now, here we go. Do you see the moon there, and that's starting to rise in the background there? Now I'm using Gamwich's Cosmos mod, and it's really, and I've animated, put the animated option on in the EMB preset, so nights are real sparkly. Some people are going to really like it, some aren't. But again, I'm just showing people what you know, what you can get. Now people were saying they're up, or one particular person said they had an issue here with the plane marker for exterior frames per second, but I'm not seeing a drop. I just want to see if I get a crash or anything popping or out. Okay, so again, I'm just testing here now, folks. Okay, there is a bit of a pull here. There's a drop here, but it's not staying at any particular figure. It is fluctuating. Now let's look at pretty then. Here we go. Let's just see what the sky is going to do. I'm just going to save again, just in case, like, you know, because I'm going to free cam again. Now normally I don't, you know, I get no issues free camming, but sometimes if I free cam, when I'm in game, of course, it can crash because I'm asking too much of the card. But the frames to be holding quite well. And again, I want to check the horizon as well, because for an EMB preset, I want to make sure my horizons are nicely blended. So of course, again, you know, I mean, there's lots of reasons I'm doing what I'm doing here. Like that, look. I mean, if any of you know, there's very few mods that, there's very few EMB presets that have the horizons nicely blended. Cathedral, Weathers and Rudy, I think, is one. But most of them tend to have this great big seam that's so obvious. But so far, I've managed to get my edits pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Okay, you can see the transition of dusk now. We'll be heading into night in a bit. Looks like, and the nights are really mixed, folks. You will get some brighter nights, and you get some dark nights as well. Now, I am now going to head back towards Whiterun. That's nice. I'll just wait for a second for you to catch up. I'm just looking across the night sky in the TPOSC refugee settlement. And of course the refugee settlement has a backstory to it, like all TPOSC elements pretty much do, because there'll be a main quest version for TPOSC in about a year's time. I know that's some time away, but you know, TPOSC is pretty much a completed mod. I'm patching for it all now, making mod packs, and then I'll be making a quest for all these generic NPCs. Some are trainers, okay, but most of these NPCs are all generic. Some are trainers, some are you know, shopkeepers that sell you stuff, but in the end they'll all have backstories, large and small, which will tie into a couple of big main quests, and that'll be down the line. I've been working on this project for a lot of years, obviously. And again, if you don't know the People of Skyrim, you open up the People of Skyrim Complete and you're in a new game. You've got borders, you've got new locations, you know, you've got new content all over the Skyrim world. Okay? Okay. So, actually, hold on, folks. Bear with me. I just want to write down that issue we had at the back of Falkreath there, heading towards Helgen, if it is an actual issue with the mod, or if it wasn't just my system playing silly buggers. Bear with me. I just want to write down that so I don't forget it, right? And what else was there? Because that's the whole point of this, so that's Falkreath. I'm going to put Bandit Camp, because I know exactly where I'm going. And I want to look at, what was the other one? Oh, what's going on? Alright, don't get shitty. Sorry, I've got this cat giving me grief.
That's close enough.
Because I'm near the companion's hut, I think. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm just moving away from the companion's hut. I don't want to attacking me. And what was the other place? That was it. Yeah, well, I'll put help in it. Okay, right. Thanks for that. Okay, right. Let's carry on. Sorry, if I forget those, that's pointless doing all this, isn't it? So again, I want to get onto the road, and I want to be heading straight towards where the giant is, where the companions fight the giant, simply because in stream I've had quite a dip when I get there, because of I don't have it outside of the stream, so I actually just think it's just, again, the pressure on the graphics card. But what I did was I've adjusted some plane markers for exterior frames per second, and I've had a couple of markers along this road as well to see if I can to influence it positively. And bloody hell, look at that, I have. Okay, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's run at pace. Oh, brilliant, because we were dropping to about 52 like we were when, so I'm going to try some plane markers then at the refugee camp as well, and see if I can influence that. Oh, there we go. It's dropped a bit there. Is it? Why is that? Is that because 55? It didn't. Okay. All right. There's no lag. There's no sense of pull when I'm in stream, so that's better anyway. So because when I was in stream in previous streams, there was a pull, a sense of stress on the system. So those plane markers have helped, I think. So that's good. So that's a positive. Now there's the stars that I was talking about, folks. I might look at the saturation here. What time of day is it? Night, sorry. Okay, so we're not, yeah, we're just hitting night now. Okay, alright. Again, Luxfire. This lovely feature here. Beautiful. Thank you, Lux and Luxfire and Gunduit. And we're going to test out, look at this, look. So again, like I said, when this mod pack comes out, folks, and spread the word, alright? If you like it, spread the word, alright? Talk, you know, because I've got about 40, 50 odd streams now, okay, of TPOSC. And all these packs, of this mod pack, and all these patches, and the different mods that we're running. And we'll look at some of JK's interiors in a minute. Okay, I'm not quite sure about the moon now. I think I'd like it a little less saturated, maybe. Not sure. I'll play around with that. Maybe, we'll see. But I'm getting pretty close to where I'm really happy with the preset. What we will do is we'll go into the inns first, and then what I'll do is I'll just
we'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the
I'll just
Imperial soldiers.
go through to the day in a minute, so we can see Whiterun in all its glory. Okay. What I will do is I'll just set off these NPCs dialogue triggers and get rid of that. Keep an eye on these frames as well, because I've got a lot going on in Whiterun in terms of TPOSC, which edits Whiterun, and then the other mods that I'm running with it, and that includes Luxfire, sorry, Lux Orbis, sorry, Lux and JK's. Okay. Okay, let's go to, I'm going to go to my favourite interior. And my favourite interior in this, in Whiterun, is the Drunken Huntsman. I think it's fantastic. And I might just turn down my light if it's too bright. I might see. Okay, that's all right. I can live with that. It's nicely balanced. I like that. So yeah, I'm running JK's interiors as well, some of them, and now you know these are all going to be part of the mod pack as well. Okay, and again, you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. But like I was saying, if you like what you see, you know, talk about it, share it with people, and get them to have a look at these streams if they have any doubts. Because, like I say, in 40, 50 odd streams, we've had one genuine CDT, and that was on the Markarth Road with Luxfire. One that was repeatable, okay? The only other times, we've had a couple other crashes. One was in stream today, which might be linked to the current patch that I'm working on. This is too bright. This is too bright. And a real stress, and a couple of other times where there was real stress. Oh God, he's singing. I won't talk while he's singing, folks. I'll just have a look at this area. I'm just going to turn down the light in here, because the Drunken Huntsman was sort of okay, but personally,
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most.
I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to change my settings right now because it's far too bright for my liking, and it doesn't do all the work justice for me. I'm going to save configuration. We'll keep it there and we'll just see what we get, alright? In each stream. Again, there's a nice lot of shading here as well. Light and shadow. JK's interior. That's nicely lit. I can live with that. There's a nice balance there with the candles and shadow and light, so I like that. Let's go on now to Dragon's Reach, advance this quest. Then I'm going to forward to the morning so we can see the city. And we'll run around the city. How long have I been going for? Okay, I generally do about an hour and a half, folks. Now, I want to watch the frames again. I've said this before to other people that have watched these streams in the past. The top of this hill, or the top of Dragon's Reach, is really important. That's a good... Now, let's have a look. When we spin around, we should lose a few. Only briefly. We're holding at 60.1. Now, that is good. That is very good. And as you've seen through all this stream, you know, don't forget, I'm running 4 and 8K textures. I'm running a huge, you know, this is a big mod pack. And the frames have been pretty consistent in terms of performance. If you think about Rudy's or many other EMBs, you know, in previous, and that's one of the things I want to do here. I want this EMB to perform well with the mod pack. And again, as I said, TPOSC as a mod on its own has been stable for years. It's one of the most stable mods you're ever going to use. And that's not an idle boast, you know. It's been severely tested by Xbox users and by PC users, and I've been playing it for years myself. And if you run it correctly, you will have a good, you know, experience with it. But again, you know, if you overload your engine, your PC, your resources, or you run mods that aren't compatible, then you're going to have problems. You know, I've got probably about 6 to 7 mods that I've never used before with TPOSC, right, for this mod pack. And it's been a huge amount of work patching for them because they're big open world mods. Or, sorry, they do lots of world edits like TPOSC and interior edits. So it's been a bit of a challenge, but it's been good. And this is a mod pack that I'll keep for myself as well because I really like it. So let's just get some magic because I need some lighting and stuff.
It seems this spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess.
What am I doing? What do I want here? Don't really need a lot. Just take that. That'll do. I don't think I need much more. That'll do.
You know, if you've got the app.
Oh, I haven't read the books yet, have I? Okay.
Should join the mage's call.
Sorry about that. Let's just go through to the morning. Okay. Right. Time 9:08. Journal. Good. Okay, let's go. Thank you for your likes. Thanks for being with me, folks. I appreciate the time you spend.
Speak your business.
Oh, what am I doing? Did I pick up? Oh, damn.
Next.
Let's just have a look. Okay, all right.
I'm deal with Avenici. I didn't start the quest, no. I forgot. I thought I'd started the quest. Doesn't matter, I suppose. We'll come back and do that in a bit. What we're going to do now is just test the, again, JKs for you. Looking nice. Nice lighting. We're going to test a few more of my inns. We will get the main quest going. I thought I went to... oh, here's some rain. Okay. What's the frames doing with the rain? Okay, dropping a little bit. Again, with the EMB preset, we've got that glossy cube map that he runs. So that does take a few frames as well. Not much, but it's well worth it. Along with his collision for grass, it's fantastic. I love that. Absolutely love that.
Okay, so we should see Minty's lighting working now. I think I set it for ultra. Let's have a look. Because I'm excited to see this work, folks. I used to use this mod years ago back in the LE days, and then I forgot all about it. It just went off my radar for a long time, you know. Here we go. Let's have it ultra realistic. So I've got to see how this works with the mod pack as well, because I don't know if this is going to be, you know, well, it should be. I can't see why it shouldn't be, but why it shouldn't be compatible is what I'm saying. See, I forgot to pick up the Dragonstone at Bleak's Falls Barrow, didn't I? I damn well... Or I didn't start... Have I got the stone? Let's have a look. Items. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. I don't think I picked it up. I forgot to pick it... Oh, no, I did pick it up. Okay, all right. So I just haven't advanced the quest. So, let's have a look at Riverwood as well. I'll show you a couple more of JK's interiors that you can see with this TPOSC mod pack, all right? Let's just go into Benethor's. I'll buy some stuff. And then we'll go back in to Riverwood and advance the main quest.
Everything's trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
What do I want? That's useful. I want a potion. That's what I want. That'll do. That's all I need.
Do come back.
Again, nice. And again, would look much nicer if you reduced the light settings in the MB preset and just, you know, knocked it down a few settings so it's a bit darker still. And I've tried to make a huge range in the lighting, and there is a huge range within the lighting, okay, that you can adjust and play with. But I will show you that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a local video offline that will go through all the different things you can do with this EMB preset, because it's got quite a range to it. Oh, did you see that? Wicked. Wonderful. Thank you, is it Minty's lighting? I think it is. Lovely. Love that lightning. Okay, let's just... Yeah, that lighting's good, isn't it? It is good. I like that. Okay. So again, the frames are holding well. That's good. Oh, did you see that? He's got this like fork mesh that you can choose in the options, so you just don't get the lightning. You get like this sheet effect across the sky. Very nice. I've been waiting to see this, folks, since I've installed it. Brilliant. Oh! Ha ha ha! Brilliant. What a lovely mod. A fantastic mod. And it looks good with this EMB preset. Hopefully it'll work well with it. Excellent. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit excited. Right. Let's go get... let's just go straight up to Riverwood, because I forgot to start the quest. Where am I going? It's good to fast travel as well, because, you know, you got any conflicts, you're CDT on fast travel, so it's good to fast travel here and there as well. I like to mix it up. Let's just start advance this quest, because I don't think we've done it by the looks of it.
Whatever you need.
What's going on? Oh, I haven't been up to Helgen, have I? Oh, I've got to go up to bloody Helgen. I haven't... yeah. Where did I start? Did I start in an inn? I did. I started in an inn, didn't I? I haven't been up to... Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Sorry. We'll go on up to Helgen then, and we'll activate Alderwyn. And I come straight back down to... and anyway, I can show you the border hold. And we can check some Lux Fire, like these lights here. We can check these components that make those popped in there. That means a strain on the stream or graphics card, I imagine, because I was quite close before that popped in. But again, you know, you can sort of see what I'm looking to get here. I want a realistic looking mountainous regions. You know, I really want that, and I love 2020's floors. You know, his mud textures, so realistic, and that's wonderful. I just love that. So I haven't been up here in a while, so it's good to check out Gunduit and Luxvire and make sure I don't get any drops in frames, or again, indeed, with exterior frames per second one. Now, there's a TPOSC border hold. There's about 18 border holds in TPOSC, okay? This is just one of many in key locations. That's good. They're pathing nicely. I like to see that. That's good. That's a good sign. And we're going to head on up. All we got to do is see Alduin, and I'll go straight back to Riverwood, and we can advance this main quest. Because what I want to do, of course, folks, is also I've got to get up to High Rothgard, right, to get Worm's Tooth going. So that's one of the conditions, and I just like to keep it at its base condition. But also, I want to get my dragon spawns loaded up. And there we go. Now we can investigate how. Okay, we're underway. All right. So now we go straight back to Riverwood. There we go. Thank God for that.
What?
Thought I was losing a plot there for a minute.
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
Feindal thinks he can move Camilla. Truly? So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all.
You had best tell the Jarl.
Dragons.
Okay, now we can advance. So, let's just, for those of you who don't know TPOSC, I just thought I'd run around a bit. TPOSC was built back in the early days, folks. I've been doing this for 10 years. Well, yeah, 10 years, because we're about on the 11th year now, and I took a year out, and I left modern for a while, and I came back. I was, you know, not well for a while, and again, I started modern from scratch, so I was a bit stressed out at that time, and it wasn't a good time. But I kept getting a lot of emails, and nice community. There was a lot of nice people around who wanted me to come back and bring me work back, so I did, and I'm glad I did. It's been a long road, but yeah, I got there in the end with most things, and I've still got many projects, going as well. There's individual modules for TPOSC, sorry, for TPOS2 and TPOSAE. So TPOS2 is for SSE, and TPOSAE is obviously for Anniversary Edition. Okay, let's go straight to the Jarl. Let's not muck around. What time is it? Okay, I've got to be aware of the time because the family will be back relatively soon. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to start seeing some of my Setting Suns preset. We're going to see some. We might be seeing a very nice start of a sunset sequence here, maybe.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Welcome to Whiterun, friend. Go right on in.
Must pick up some armor in a bit as well. Okay, so let's advance this main quest. Well, we'll just go up to. I just think I'll pick up a sword as well. Not that I really need to, but you just get to see a few more TPOSC features of Whiterun. It's starting to rain a little bit. Sorry, I try to slow down a bit because the quality of the stream is better for you. They know what time of day. Oh, he should be still about. Yeah, he is. There's a safe chest here if you play TPOSC. If you don't know, all right, for the user. There's about 11 different homes, TPOSC homes. They're all vanilla in style.
Steel to shape. Gods be praised.
I don't really do really fancy homes, but what I do is a vampire home and different style of homes, a collector's home. What's that there? Just bear with me, folks. Am I getting a a flicker of light? Maybe some editing required here. Just look. Yep, there. That's it there. Yeah. So I just need to edit a light source here. That's with Lux Fire or Orbis, one or both. Probably, sorry, Lux Orbis, I would imagine. But again, even when it's raining, and I love the cube map that I've got. Oh, also as well, I've within my EMB preset, I've edited some of the like the lens file, the mask file, stuff like that. I've altered the coloration of it, which has given my EMB preset a nice tinge to it. You'll pick up on that sort of soft bluish sort of purpley feel now and again, especially with some of the smoke fires. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the Jarl. Let's kill this dragon and let's start doing a bit more exploring of Skyrim, because there's areas I've got to go to test the plane marker that I'm patching for. Okay, and some other stuff I need to test for as well. XD Embers.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. By Ismir, Irileth was right.
I should have come away a minute while he talks. And if you wonder why I started again, folks. Oh, what was that? Was that a pop in there? It is. Look. Damn it. Okay. We didn't see that when we come in earlier, did we? What time of day is it? Okay. Alright. I'll look at that. Okay. That's bizarre because we've just been up to Dragon's Reach and we've come in and out and that didn't happen then. I'll investigate that. I'll keep an eye out for that as well.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties. That would be best.
And that's another thing I've been working on in a minute. I'll talk about that in a minute, folks. If you just noticed that, if you're observing, I'll just show you something in a sec.
Come, let's go find Farengar.
The editing of the interiors and of this EMB preset has been complexed because I've been trying to get an effect that I got in Iverstead and the Villa Miller Inn when I was first doing my EMB preset. So when I was looking at a fire, what happened was all around me would go relatively dark, like when you're looking at a campfire, yeah? And if you're out and you've got a big fire in front of you, everything around you, it goes real dark because obviously, you know, the way your pupils react and everything. But then when you move away, your eyes slowly adjust, just like that. You see that as I pull away from the fire. Then you come back, yeah? Or again, if I'm looking across the fire, it's dark behind it. Okay, now, you don't see, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you'll see this with any other EMB preset. So I've been working on this, but it's been hard to balance all that. But I've got it in most of the farmhouses, and I've got it in Dragon's Reach, but I haven't got it everywhere. But I'm pretty pleased with what I got there. So, you know, I mean, but it only happens with the real big fire pits where there's a huge light source, all right? So you don't see it everywhere. It's only in the Villa Miller. Hello, Parthenax. Greetings. So yeah, so just be aware of that. So that's something I'm working on as well. So what I'm trying to do with this mod pack, all right, again, I'll say it again if you're new or if you don't know my work, you know, it's a mod pack for TPOSC with JKs and a lot of other mods, Lux Fire, Lux Orbis, lots of other mods, questing mods as well. And what I'm doing is I'm creating my own EMB preset, and I want it of quality, you know, and a quality mod pack that's stable, and that people who haven't used TPOSC before can use. And use without having all the hassles of having to patch for it or bash patch or anything like that, you know. So it's about creating a mod pack so people can use TPOSC who couldn't use it before, didn't know how to use TPOSC because it's such a big mod. Okay, so let's head forward this
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing.
let's forward this quest then, all right?
The rest of the great warriors. Go ahead. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join. So the Jarl thinks you can be. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean you are eager to begin. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet. No. The Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward.
Okay. So what I want to do now, I just want to make sure. Just gonna. This is about light balance now, folks. I just want to be testing my.
Come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon. How exciting.
Wow, look at all the colors.
Okay, that looks alright to me. I'm happy with that.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Just looking at his skin coloration and checking out the light around him. If there's any negative effects with the EMB preset in Lux, but it seems okay. So that's a nice test. I'm happy with that.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What's going on here?
Is it
Oh, that's right.
the
That's because it's just above my
watchtower?
head. I think that's all right. Let's just go over here a minute.
It was just circling over.
That's because I was looking up, wasn't it?
I never ran so fast in
Okay,
my life.
all right.
I
Oh,
thought it would come after me.
and there's that nice effect again that I'm getting with this EMB, which I really like. I'm just going to run through here. Just a little. Oh, it's okay. It's gone now. All right, I'll do that more in my own time, but that seems okay to me.
Better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
Ah, come
I've
on.
already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on. I want you to go with Irileth, and you survived, but I haven't.
Just forward this on.
And please, there's no time
Okay.
to stand on
I would
ceremony,
very much
my
like to
friend.
see this dragon.
Okay, how long have we been going? What's the time, folks? What time is it? Nearly 3:30. Okay. As I've got people with me and people coming in and out as well, and I'll carry on with the stream for now. But I'll probably stop in the next 20 minutes or so. Okay, so family will be back within the next hour, I think. Have 45 minutes around there.
Brigands, I can
What time of day is it? Let's move through.
With this talk of dragons?
I just want to I'm just going to look at the frames as we come down from, again, because the environment and the weather's changed. I just want to see what I'm getting. Spin round. Okay, I'm happy with that. Especially when I'm in stream, folks. Again, you know, I'm running a big preset, all right, and I'm in stream, and I'm mostly running around that 59 frames, you know. So I'm pleased with that. It's a big preset I'm running. Okay, I'm going to go through to the morning because I don't want to be fighting this dragon in the dark, and so you guys and girls can see. Just see what effects we get in early morning. Hopefully it ain't going to be raining. Oh, nice. Okay, I can tell straight away. I'm about to get.
The guards in Dragon Street say you've aided the yard.
Housecarl, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight one.
So what else have I got to tell you? All, if you're with me now or joining me later, read the TPOS mod pack at the moment, folks. I'm just trying to think if I've missed anything. I mean, I've told you I'm working on these patches, and that's part of what all this testing is, so you can all see what's going on and what I'm doing. And of course, you know, it's it's a good record because people can see because recently Skyrim updated, which really screwed up the all-in-one patch. I've got an all-in-one patch that brings all this together, and it was for SSC and AE, but with the current or recent Skyrim updates, Arthmore updated his all-in-one patch, and that's now got some AE content as part of it is standard. I don't think there's, he's just gone with AE. And so because I'm running alternate start as part of this patch, the unofficial patch is also part of this mod pack. So unfortunately now, this mod pack will be just for AE. There's nothing I can do about that. Lux Via updated recently, and there's been some other updates. So my hand's been forced really. I can only really have this mod pack now for AE. Okay, now if you're wondering what's going on with grass, I reduced my grass settings quite a bit, especially when I'm in stream, but because I don't particularly like grass that much anyway, not a great deal of it anyway. So now if you look at the file, I was talking about the filter that I've edited, the mask lens for the EMB, and it's got, like I say, a bluish it creates a sort of bluish purpley hue, and you can see it in the smoke. Look there. Okay, now I like that. Some people may not like that, but I like that. Okay, and we're just gonna, and like I say, we've got XD embers, and I've set up XD so my fire's, you know, pretty reddish and bright. Again, if you don't like that, you can make adjustments within the install process to, you know, set it up the way you want it. But I will say, this, you know, all what you're seeing now is subject to change, whether it's the interiors of the inns or the E&B. I mean, you know, but I pretty much like what I'm seeing at the moment with my E&B. And again, we've had a bit of a cloud, you know, it'd be nice to have some sunny, clear days in a bit, and you can start, I mean, we've seen a lot of nice cloud in cloudy mountains, and I'm running Doindu Lod Alpha 3 as well. We've got some nice lods showing everywhere, so, you know, but it'd be nice to have some sun in a bit, and have a change of environment, or sorry, weather.
Get under cover. The dragon is still around.
And again, I'm cheating, folks. This dragon ain't going to be around for long. Because I'm in the middle of you know, this is all a test. This isn't just me playing around. Oh, if you wonder about the title as well, the High King of Skyrim, that's just a bit of a joke actually. I was waiting for the individual to come online. I don't think they have yet. Because I was talking to someone in a private chat, and they were just taking the piddle about, you know, my obsession with Skyrim, and I should be called the King of Skyrim, that sort of thing. They're just, you know, just taking the piss out of me generally, really, and having a laugh. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. Let's kill him. Lunar Contact. Hiya. If I hope I got your name right there. Here we go. Let's get rid of this dragon one hit, all right? It's my cheat boat. Oh, if I can hit him. I'm having trouble hitting him. Ah, I got him. Okay. Okay, right. And again, you know, I could muck around, folks, but like I say, I've got a lot of work to get through, and a lot of tests. Look at that, that's nice. I like that. That is fucking lovely. I love that. No. Haha. Like that. So we've got Lux Fire elements here, obviously, with the ruins here. TPOSC adds ruins all over the tundra and yew trees. Yay, and you too. Thanks. Cheers. Okay, that's good. Let's get on back then. So I really, like I say, this EMB preset I'm really beginning to like, folks. You know, I really am getting there with it, and I do like the atmospheric side of it. And that was why it was really nice to add that Minty's lighting mod. I'm so glad I came across that again, because I totally forgot about it. It's perfect for this EMB preset that I'm working on, and this mod pack that I'm working on. What am I doing? What am I doing? Ah, that's it. I've got to do the shout, haven't I? There. Oh. Oh, stay still. Nope, that's not what I want. What's going on? Oh, what am I doing? Fingers and thumbs. Bear with me. There we go. Oh, get lost. Okay, let's get on with it. Nice. And again, keeping an eye on those frames. And again, I'm really pleased in terms of performance, you know, besides the hiccup, which I need to check at the beginning or near the beginning of the stream, because, you know, this is a big area, the tundra, even, you know, outside of the stream, but we're still getting good frames, you know. I am noticing some performance there's a big pull here. I just felt a hell of a pull here. But again, I don't get that when I'm playing locally, folks. So, you know, if I saw it when I was playing locally, then I'd be worried. But I will check there's no plane markers here I've missed, or some touch up with. In fact, I know I haven't. I've been, you know, again, I've been running Lux Fire now and TPOSC for about 3 months with Lux Orbis, and Lux and TPOSC is pretty much sorted. If there's any conflicts now, it's going to be with the exterior frames per second mod, or something that's so subtle and off the wall that I've missed. But yeah, or it could be like I suppose Minty's lighting mod could potentially clash with TPOSC. I shouldn't think so. Well, not TPOSC, but the preset that I'm running. I don't think it clashes with EMB presets, does it? I didn't read anything to that effect, so I think it said it was all good, compatible, so. Now that doesn't surprise me. This is a sign of stress, all right? When I'm playing locally, right, the guard's always there. Always there. The only time he's not there is when I've been in stream, and again we felt here he comes now. I felt a big pull just coming up to Whiterun there as the greybeard shouted so. But like I say, you know, that's not something that's bothering me again because I don't see it locally. And that's the thing though. It's always being aware because you've got to be aware of everything. Well, you know, as a tester, you know, in this stream, I like that. This is gonna. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have some fun in a minute. Bear with me, folks. I know it's the beginning of the day, isn't it? Yeah. But why I called this Setting Suns, okay? It's a play on because it's not sun as in S-U-N, but S-O-N on the. Oh, let's get away from the gobby guy. Heimskir. It's a play on the end of the Nord's way of life, really. Setting Suns and the EMB preset because the sunrise and sunsets are so huge. I mean, in terms of is that right? Yeah. In terms of the effect you're getting in the morning and the evening with your sunsets and with the mountains and so on. So the Setting Suns EMB name for the preset is really just a play on words and the Skyrim game itself. I've been working hard on that horizon. Okay, so it blends well because you can see the sun's pretty large there, but it creates some lovely effects with the mountain regions. You can see some of those effects actually on some of the screenshots I've posted on my Nexus account or on my Discord. That's just me mucking around now, folks. All right, let's go back. But yeah, so anyway, let's go back to. Oh, that's just it. Sorry, folks. I just need to write something down. Bear with me. Just think we noticed lighting. Whiterun. And it was flicker. I know what that is. It's just something else. Got to remember it. Okay. So, what's going on there? Does he do that normally? I'm not sure about that.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
I really don't like RS children. Sorry, it's no offence to the author there. But, oh, God, I'm stuck. Jump! Ugh. But again, that is, you know, a bit of wisdom there for you if you don't know. If you have NPCs not doing what they should do, it's one of two things. You've got a direct conflict with another mod, or with the individual mod that you're using. The individual mod is flawed, or has a nav mesh issue, or some sort of conflict. Or there's a conflict between two or more mods. Yeah. This is why I ended up doing this preset actually for the EMB. Sorry, for the mod pack, Luna, because I wanted something that was an all-in-one, so people could. They don't have to use it, but it's an option. They've got an all-in-one that's been thoroughly tested, right? When it finally comes out, this EMB preset, the mod pack, and everything else. And they don't have to worry about nothing. As long as they load it all up properly, it should work seamlessly. And this won't be put out until I know it's going to work seamlessly. You know, there's no point. Because I don't want to be going back on it, you see, because I've got to get on with other projects. So, but anyway, I won't go on about that. But I am trying to do some different things, folks, with this. I am trying to do some different things. And I've talked about the fireplace and the lighting effect, you know, like real lighting does with fire pits and the way your eyes are affected by these things. So, and I'm trying to do something, you know, with this EMB preset, right? No, I'll just do this. I'll just do this dialogue.
Dragonborn. So it's true. Masters of the way of the Dragonborn. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You've done a by my right I assign you Lydia. I'll also notify my guards of your new. We are honored to have you as Thane of our city.
Yeah. What I've got here, Luna, I am running Lux Fire. So Lux Fire, that's it. That's something I've got to resolve as well. The way that jumped in, I'm using Lux Fire, okay, which does all this. Not sorry, Lux. Sorry, not Lux Fire. Sorry, Lux. Oh God, go away. Hold on, Luna. Wait a minute. Let me just have her follow me because it's good for testing.
Lead the way.
What I'm saying is I'm running Lux for the interiors, okay? I've got Lux Orbis and I'm running Lux Fire. So those are the lighting mods, yeah? I'm also running a weather mod. I can't remember the name of it. It's Aqua something or other. Hold on, where am I going? There you go. Okay, that's the weather mod I'm using. Okay. And then I've made my own EMB preset, and it's a mashup. It's a mashup with a lot of different things. I've got Fireman's permission to use his preset, and I started using that, okay?
Here to lick my father's boots.
But I've edited all that, so I've used his preset as a base template, and then I've edited it along with and I've added other EMB components from other EMB mods to make what I've made, with permission from the authors. So I've mixed all this up, and I've made an EMB mashup for TPOSC. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, you know, I want to get like I say, that fantasy feel with the mountains, everything. Real powerful sunsets, sunrises, a nice fantasy feel during the day, and balance between the inns, all the interiors and exteriors. So I'm trying to do a lot, and it's coming along quite nicely at the moment. It's getting there. It's been about 3 to 4 months work so far, with all the patches, with the EMB as well, but I'm getting there, and I reckon another month and it'll be done, folks, alright? Okay. Now I'm going to show you some more of the TPOS inns, because I have to check those. They need testing. And then I'm going to have to go soon, because my family's going to be back. My lad and my woman's going to be back soon. So, and I mean that in a, you know, not in the sense of ownership, but in, like, you know, an affectionate way. Yeah. Let's get to where should we go? Where should we go? I need to test Iverstead, but I'm not going to get there directly. Let's go to Rorikstead. Yeah, Rainbow mod. Yeah. Let's I'm just thinking, where can I go quite quickly? Go over to Rorikstead. Let's go to, I know where I need to test. I need to test Markarth, folks. I need to test Markarth because of the exterior frames per second plane marker. I got cells that jumped in and out without the patch, so I've got to check that my patch works for the exterior frames and that I fixed things right. So I've got to go to Markarth. I've got to check that. That's the next thing I need to do. Yeah, what's the Rainbow mod called? And the Shooting Stars mod as well. They're good additions to have as well. They're really nice to have. Okay, so we're going to get a mixed night. Now, what time is this? No, it's night time. Okay, let's just roll through. A bit dark. Now, there's the animation coming in. This is the stars are Gamwich's Cosmos, and I've enabled the animated effect in the EMB, so you've got a real twinkly night sky. A lot of people won't like that, but you can turn it off if you don't like it. Okay. Again, I need to get some Massar, Moon Massar, well, another mod for that, because I don't quite like that, or look at the saturation of that mod as well. Now there's two things I've got to check, so I'm going to go through to the day, because I need to check the Margaret. Oh, lovely, here we go. You'll enjoy this, folks, in a minute. I get some lovely sunrises, right, and sunsets, all right, some real nice misty, full-blooded environments, scenes. Sorry, I'm drifting. Just looking around. I just want to check that Margaret triggers, because TPOSC never has any problems with Margaret triggering. You know, if you're using that, but when I loaded up exterior frames per second, there was a conflict between TPOSC and that mod, so I've patched. Now I want to see when I open these doors that Margaret's there and the Forsworn attack her as they should, and there's no issues. Okay, good. Very, very good. Okay, so the patch works. That's good. Good. I needed to see that. I could show you Markarth Heights. I think I will quickly. I'll show you Markarth Heights again because this is all part of TPOSC. This will be part of the questing version in the future for TPOSC. Let's go to again. Hopefully, it won't stress the graphics card out too much. But this is Markarth Heights. Okay, it would have to rain, but there you go. And you've got two homes here, okay, in Markarth, folks. If you don't know TPOSC, you've got a small little home here, which is just where somewhere you can put your head. With a cheat, if you want to pick it up, you don't have to pick that sword up. That's up to you. And she's following. That's brilliant. Well done, Lydie. Thank you very much. Now let's go to the second tier, and then I'll show you the collector's home. This is there's one of two collector's homes that TPOSC offers you, folks. Okay, I'll show you both. Now, if you want to know what's going on here, some people like Markarth Heights, some don't, and I get it. It's all personal taste, and no one is ever going to like everything I do. TPOSC just creates so many different stuff. Some people like some of it, and they never like all of it. But these are power nodules. They're supposed to be. And when you get to the questing version, these are going to play a big part in the quest of the Dwemer coming back, okay? And that will be TPOS 3. Let's just get down to, what is it I want to show you? I want to show you now, because I want to check out, it's cool, look at the cloud there, look in the distance. Oh, I'll wait for you to catch up. You see it coming now, look. Oh, I love that. That's just brilliant. Okay, let's get down to, okay, let's show you. Now, down here, folks, below the waterline and the waterfall, okay, if you don't know, is an Elven Home. Now, I'm going to tell you what this is all about, okay? You might think, what the fuck? You know, is the you know, original Dwemer, if you like, at their home doing underneath, not the original Dwemer, but you know. Where's their temple doing underneath? Oh god, this is terrible. Again, this is much brighter than it should be. Okay. Again, you can. Where am I going? E&B effect. I want. Why have I got a boxer? What's going on here? What is that? What's that there? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's just go darker. It's not being affected. This is interesting. Right. Okay. So there's something going on here. I don't know what it is, folks. That's why I wanted to come in here. So I wanted to see how my... This isn't the E&B preset, I don't think. Oh, it is. It is the E&B preset. Fuck me. Okay. Sorry, language. Okay, so the E&B preset. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to go into the CK and probably adjust the lighting that I use for this interior, because the E&B preset doesn't like it. It's one of the reasons I came in here, because I wanted to test that. But this is one of the this is a collector's home, obviously, as you can see. It's a TPOSC collector's home, and you can use it if you want to, whenever you want. It's easy enough to get into. You just got to unlock the door. He's a guardian. You know, anyone gets in here, he'll protect you. But the reason for all these Dwemer locations will become apparent in TPOS 3. Right, let's put the E&B back on, and I need to sort that out, so I'm glad I come in here. And this is one of the other reasons, folks, I need to check... oh, what's going on? Did I... Oh, okay. Right. Oh, up. What was I saying? It's another reason I have to check Worm's Tooth and Foscar to make sure all this lighting and this E&B works well with those mods.
You all right? Did you see what happened?
Hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note.
No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
And what was going on there? So if I turn that on, what's going on? So it's not... I'm just going to go to interior. I'm just going to come out in... Because I think when I turned it off, I went into that interior. It didn't like that at all.
Just going to go to the main menu a minute, folks. In fact, it might be a good place to stop. I just want to go back in and check. Because time's getting on. It's nearly 5 o'clock here, GMT. Family will be back in a sec. Okay. I should... Oh yeah, beyond Skyrim you can use the TPOSC. You shouldn't have any issues with... why is not the effect? What's going on here? What is going on? We didn't have this when we come into the city. So as soon as we went into here, look, it's caused a problem. So that's annoying me. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as we came in here, we had a problem. So I'll have to do some editing in the CK there and fix that by the looks of it. Just going to go to the main menu, and what I'm going to do... I'm just going to come back into Markarth again. Oh, I think I'm already in Markarth actually with that one. But let's just reload before we went into that temple, because that temple was problematic. It did cause a lighting issue. I've got it again, look. What's going on? What the fuck is going on there? That is bizarre. Okay. I'll come out. I'll have to work that one out. Something to do with that temple, folks. Okay, I'm going to leave it there actually, and I'll work out what's going on there, because it is 5 o'clock. I've been going for over an hour. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm itching to know what's going on there. I'm just going to go back in, and then I'll leave you, folks. And I've got to go because my family's going to be back in a minute. Okay. Oh, what, the Elven one? That's the one that I put in the TPOSC. So, you know, you won't, unless you use the TPOSC mod, you're not going to see it. Lunar. But yeah. So there's definitely a conflict with the EMB preset and the interior lighting of that temple. So let's just go back to before we went into the temple, because the temple was the issue for sure. There's no doubt about that. Oh, I don't want to do that. No. I'm just going to go there, and I'm going to travel and do another test of Markarth quickly if I've got time. I might just have to just suddenly disappear, folks. If I do, that's because my family's back. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go to the right one's stables, because I want to see if it's got something. You see, this could be, it's just dawned on me, it could be the patch with the exterior. It could be something to do with TPOSC and the exterior frames mod. It might not be, it might be, I don't know.
Where do you want to go?
So, because as I said, I was going to Markarth to check
Climb and back and we'll be off.
that I had no issues. I forgot that that could be one of the problem that's going on. I need to quickly check the farms as well. So before I go into the city, I want to quickly check the farms, because before I edited the patch, the farm area, the cell would pop in and out. So I've got to make sure this area is actually fixed up. So let's have another test. Go through to the day, all right? And then I'm going to check the farm, quickly run down to the farm, then I'll go into the city again. Okay, right. I just want to check the farm and see if we get a CDT or anything. Oh, let's have the frames back up as well. Check the frames. God, I'm knackered. It's been a long day. Okay, so now what I'm saying is, right, when I was using exterior frames per second, they were getting a bit of a drop there in the frames, but it's not too bad. It's, this farm would pop in and out, and so would the this bridge. Before I did the edits between the two mods, there's nothing wrong with exterior frames per second, all right. There's nothing wrong with TPOSC on their own. It's just that they clash as two mods together, and that's what the patch is for. But so far that looks okay. We're going to go back in the city because I want to see if we get the same issue again. All right, folks. I've just got to come out because my chat box is just scrolled up. Sometimes, and I can't see if anyone said anything. Okay, right. Let's go back in the game. Now, okay, so far then, I'm not seeing anything out of place. Let's come through here because it happened when I came through here. We're going to run up to the mine. We're going to come back because it did it when I did that. So the patch looks okay here. Margaret worked okay in the city, so that's why I thought it was fixed up, but maybe I've missed something. So anyway, we're going to go. There could be a plane marker around where the I suppose there could be. I've missed a plane marker where the temple is. So I'll need to check that out. And I'll need to check... Oh, whoops, ran into a tree. So this is the last test then, folks, and I've really got to go. Because time's catching up with me now. I'm running out of time. So, let's have a look. Because everything's okay. I mean, Margaret... and he's doing it again. So that's good. That's a real good positive test, all right? But we went through Dover Halls as well, didn't we? And we went up through the heights with no issues. It's only when we went to this temple door, okay? And again, if you don't know, you know, all this is added by TPOSC, which is my mod. So let's see what happens again. Let's see if we get this issue again, and then I'm going to have to go, okay? So I'm just going to unlock the door because I've got no lockpicks. Okay, and let's see if we get the same thing happen again. No, oh, we didn't. That's not, oh. So maybe it was just due to... We'll come back out then in a sec. That's not what's... This is better. Right, so maybe it was a stress on the graphics card then, folks. Maybe there was something going on, you know, with Windows or a scan or something, because this is how it should be. It's a bit bright. Oh, and that's right. That's what I did. I went into my EMB preset, didn't I? Ah, and that's working properly as well. So maybe the cell just didn't load properly. Maybe that was a one-off. Let's do it darker, just for now. That's a bit better. Okay, alright. So I'll test that again locally when I'm not in stream, because obviously in stream comes the complication of the graphics card, you know, running the stream, as well as all the resources and all the textures and all the mods I've got loaded up, you know, in Skyrim itself. So that looks alright. So maybe that was just a one-off. Even the light there, look, is okay. Okay, good shit. Okay, sorry, language. I'll try not to upset anyone. Let's go out and just see if we get a proper load of the cell and no funny colorations. Is that okay? That's okay. Okay, thank God for that. So maybe the graphics card was just struggling, folks, okay? But yeah, there you go. And Margaret got killed and the scene played out well. And on that note, I'll be back tomorrow morning. All right? No.
You all right?
Just deal with this guy.
You don't have to say... Oh, I think you dropped
I will be streaming
looks important.
to people, everyone at 11:30 tomorrow morning. Okay, and I'll be continuing with this test. I'll tell you more about the patchwork for the exterior frames per second mod that I've been working on, and with the inns, we'll visit some more inns. We'll start off Foscar tomorrow at lunchtime now as well, because hopefully I've got most of the things sorted. Okay, thank you for joining me, Luna. Thanks for sharing your time with me. For anyone and everyone, all right, that's joined me today, thank you very much. And if you're watching later, folks, thanks for watching. And again, share this video if you like it. Talk about TPOSC if you like it. Once this mod pack is totally sorted and the EMB preset, I'll be putting it out for you all to use. Okay, I'm Nesbit, you're the people of Skyrim. Good gaming, folks, and you all take care, and I'll see you on the other side.